The shocking truth about your metabolism after 60. The medical world just dropped a bombshell, and you need to hear this before you blame yourself for another frustrating moment on the scale. Breaking news reveals that senior women are gaining weight faster than any generation before them. And the most frightening part is that it has absolutely nothing to do with willpower. For too long, you've been told that losing weight simply means eating less and moving more. But new research is proving that advice is dangerously outdated for women over 60. Doctors have a term for what's happening. It's called metabolic drift. It sounds complicated, but the truth is simple and potentially devastating. Your body is quietly changing gears as you age. Your hormones shift, muscle mass shrinks, and your digestion slows down. This combination creates a metabolic slowdown that no amount of dieting can fix alone. Doctors are now issuing an urgent warning. 6 silent, everyday mistakes are secretly switching off your body's fat-burning engines, slowing your metabolism to a crawl and forcing you to store fat even if you're meticulously eating healthy. The scary reality is that most of these errors are hidden in plain sight, disguised as the very good habits you've relied on for decades, making them nearly impossible to spot without this crucial information. The stakes are higher than you might think. Consider this alarming statistic from research at Tufts University. Women over 60 burn 400 fewer calories per day than they did in their 30s, even if their activity level is exactly the same. Think about what that number truly means. 400 calories is the invisible line between staying lean and slowly, almost imperceptibly, adding a pound of fat to your body every 9 days. It's a slow, frustrating creep that can add up to over 40 pounds in a year. Today, we are not only going to expose all 6 of these mistakes, but we're also going to rank them starting from number 6 all the way down to the number 1 hidden danger that doctors agree is the most destructive of them all. You will find that mistake number 3 is so incredibly common, it might be happening in your home tonight, and you are about to discover the absolute easiest way to fight back against this age-related weight gain. Every single study, reference, and scientific source we cite today is linked directly in the description, because when it comes to your long-term health, you deserve facts, not fads. But before we dive into the first mistake, we have a quick question for you. Where are you watching from? And what has been the hardest part of controlling your weight after 60? Drop your answer in the comments below, and we'll be reading and replying, because your personal story might be the key to helping another woman fight back against these hidden traps. Now, without any further ado, let's begin our vital countdown with mistake number 6, ignoring protein at breakfast and why it quietly makes women over 60 gain weight. Chapter 2, Mistake No. 6, The Breakfast Betrayal. One of the most common and damaging mistakes senior women make is starting their day with almost no protein. Picture the typical senior breakfast: toast, a bowl of cereal, maybe just a cup of coffee with a bran muffin. It feels light, it feels safe, and you think you're saving calories. But this habit quietly ravages your metabolism from the moment you wake up. Protein isn't just a supplement for bodybuilders. It is the single most important nutrient for keeping your calorie-burning muscles alive after the age of 60. Your muscles are the powerful engines that determine how many calories your body burns, even while you are resting. If you start losing muscle mass, a process accelerated by a lack of morning protein, your body's core calorie burn drops, meaning fat builds up faster and with less effort. The science here is undeniable. A 2015 study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that women over 60 who ate at least 25 grams of protein at breakfast had significantly more lean muscle mass than those who didn't. Beyond that, the protein eaters burned an extra 100 calories per day. This may not sound like much, but when compounded over a year, that small change results in the loss of more than 10 pounds of body fat without changing anything else in your routine. We see this played out in real life every day. Take Diane, who is 67. For years, she believed she was making a healthy choice by having a light breakfast of coffee and plain toast. Yet, she was always tired by mid-morning, constantly battling the mysterious growth of her belly fat. The day she made the simple switch to a protein-rich breakfast, like a bowl of Greek yogurt topped with berries and a simple boiled egg, everything changed. Within a few short weeks, her energy was soaring, and over the course of a few months, her waistline began to visibly shrink. The underlying physiological truth is simple. When you skip protein at breakfast, your body, needing fuel, often turns to breaking down its own muscle tissue for energy. The less muscle you have, the slower your metabolism gets. It is, quite literally, like taking the spark plugs out of your body's engine. Furthermore, protein plays a critical role in reducing hunger hormones. Women who skip it often find themselves overeating later in the day without ever realizing why they are so ravenously hungry. This mistake is so deceptive because women think they are saving calories, but the truth is, skipping morning protein sets you up for both more fat gain and less energy for the entire day. And this is only the beginning, because mistake number 5 is even sneakier, a trap most senior women fall into every single night without thinking, and it actively slows their metabolism while they sleep. Chapter 3, Mistake number 5, the healthy low-fat trap. For decades, the diet industry hammered home one message: fat was the enemy. Every label in the grocery store screamed low-fat and fat-free, as if those phrases were synonymous with guaranteed health. But here is the shocking reality that doctors are now trying to correct. Most low-fat packaged foods are nothing more than cleverly disguised traps that make senior women gain more weight, not less. This happens for a simple commercial reason. When food manufacturers strip out the natural fat, they have to replace it with something else to make the food palatable and addictive. This replacement is almost always refined carbohydrates, artificial sugars, and a host of chemical additives. A disturbing study from the Harvard School of Public Health revealed that people who regularly consumed low-fat snacks and processed foods actually consumed 30% more sugar daily than those who stuck to full-fat alternatives. And that sugar does not just pass through. In senior women, it is systematically stored right around the belly, hips, and thighs, accelerating the dangerous accumulation of visceral fat. This mistake is not just about counting calories, it's profoundly about hormonal health. After the age of 60, estrogen levels naturally plummet, which immediately makes it harder for your body to manage blood sugar and burn fat efficiently. When you add the constant sugar spikes from healthy low-fat yogurt cups, guilt-free granola bars, or bottled salad dressings, you are essentially force-feeding your body a state of insulin resistance. The consequence is a vicious cycle of more fat storage, a slower metabolism, and a roller coaster of cravings that feels impossible to escape. It's crucial to understand this is not a personal failing. It is the way these processed foods are chemically engineered. Look at Helen, 68, from Ohio. For years, she genuinely believed she was making a smart, healthy choice by eating a fat-free strawberry yogurt every morning, proudly avoiding the villain she thought was fat. But despite her daily walks, her belly fat crept up, her energy tanked, and her doctor warned her that her blood sugar levels were dangerously climbing toward prediabetes. When she finally swapped her fat-free, sugary yogurt for plain Greek yogurt containing real, healthy fats, her cravings immediately calmed down, and within 3 months, she had lost 12 pounds without changing anything else in her diet. The lesson is clear. The next time you are tempted by a box labeled low fat, remember that the missing fat has been replaced with something far more dangerous. For senior women, this silent mistake can mean the difference between a strong, lean body and a slow, frustrating weight climb that no amount of dieting seems to fix. Now, let's move to mistake number 4, a daily habit many women overlook, yet one that quietly programs the body to gain weight even when the calories are not excessive. Chapter 4, Mistake number 4, the core protein deficiency. If there is one silent, creeping mistake that disproportionately affects women over 60, it is the chronic and pervasive lack of overall protein in their daily diet. For decades, the mainstream diet industry erroneously trained senior women to fear calories, drastically cut portion sizes, and swap out proper meals for light, small snacks. But here is the harsh reality that must be faced. Protein is not the enemy. In fact, without enough of it, your body is literally forced to burn away its own precious muscle tissue instead of fat. This process causes your metabolism to slow to a crawl, weakens your bones, and allows belly fat to relentlessly expand, regardless of how little food you consume. To illustrate this, let's look at Joyce, 67. For years, she followed the classic senior woman's diet: toast and jam for breakfast, a small, light salad for lunch, and maybe some crackers in the afternoon. By evening, she felt exhausted, constantly achy, and utterly discouraged by her growing waistline. Her doctor finally identified the core problem. She was only consuming around 40 grams of protein per day, which was less than half of what her body required just to maintain muscle mass and basic metabolic function. When Joyce made the necessary shift to eggs with spinach in the morning, chicken or lentils at lunch, and fish or cottage cheese at dinner, her energy levels immediately shot up. Within 6 months, she not only shed persistent belly fat, but also regained significant strength in her legs, reporting that she finally felt like her body was working with her, not against her. This is not just about a number on the scale. Protein is vital because it fuels the production of crucial hormones like glucagon and growth factors that are essential for regulating fat metabolism. Without adequate protein, insulin levels swing wildly out of control, leading directly to more fat storage, particularly in the abdomen. Seniors often tragically mistake the resulting fatigue, brain fog, and increasing muscle weakness from protein deficiency as simply just aging, when in reality, it is a state of malnutrition disguised in plain sight. The solution is powerful in its simplicity. Prioritize protein at every single meal. Instead of a plain bowl of cereal, add a side of Greek yogurt. Instead of buttered toast, choose eggs. Instead of just a watery soup for dinner, add lean meat, legumes, or tofu. Every bite of protein is a direct investment into your metabolism, your bone density, and your independence. When doctors warn senior women about inexplicable weight gain after 60, this mistake is one of the very first problems they point to: cutting back on protein precisely when your aging body needs it most. And that brings us straight to mistake number 3, a hidden nighttime habit that silently adds weight even while you are asleep. Chapter 5, mistake number 3, the calorie-dense, healthy snack. For decades, nuts have been rightfully marketed as one of the healthiest snacks on the planet, packed with fiber, protein, and heart-boosting healthy fats. And it is absolutely true. In small controlled doses, they are fantastic for your health. But here is the hidden trap that many people miss. Even the healthiest nuts are among the most calorie-dense foods available. Consider this simple fact. Just one measured handful of almonds, which is about 23 individual nuts, contains approximately 160 calories. That may not sound like much, but the crucial point is that most people do not stop at a single measured handful. Seniors who graze on nuts while watching television, reading a book, or simply keeping a large jar on the kitchen counter can easily consume 3, 4, or even 5 handfuls without consciously realizing it. That translates to an enormous 600 to 800 extra calories in a single sitting, an amount equivalent to an entire fast food meal. Yet it is dangerously disguised as a perfectly healthy snack. This tendency becomes especially dangerous for women over 60. At this stage of life, metabolism naturally slows down, and the hormonal changes that follow menopause make fat storage, especially around the hips and belly, much more aggressive and tenacious. What once felt like a completely harmless snack in your 30s becomes a silent, powerful driver of weight gain in your 60s. A 2019 Harvard study highlighted this issue, finding that adults who regularly ate nuts but failed to meticulously adjust their portion sizes gained an average of 2 extra pounds per year simply due to the surplus calories. Over 5 years, that's an additional 10 pounds, often accumulating in the very areas women are most desperate to slim down. The truth is that nuts should be treated more like a form of medicine. The correct measured dose heals and provides benefits, but the uncontrolled, excessive dose can absolutely harm your weight loss goals. The key, therefore, is committed, mindful portion control. For senior women, this means strictly adhering to a small handful, which is about 1 ounce or enough to fit loosely into the palm of your hand, not allowing for a never-ending stream of unconscious grazing. To help mitigate the calorie overload while still getting the benefits of the healthy fats, protein, and fiber, try pairing that small portion of nuts with high-water, low-calorie foods such as apples or cucumbers. So, the next time you reach for a handful of this genuinely healthy snack, remember that too much of a good thing can quietly become the very mistake keeping you from your weight loss goals. And speaking of nighttime habits, our next mistake is one that happens in the dark, a moment when willpower is at its lowest, and it is one of the most overlooked drivers of fat gain in senior women. Chapter 6, Mistake No. 2. The Juice Jumpstart. One of the most silent yet devastating mistakes many senior women make every single day is swapping out plain, essential water for fruit juices. You see the labels proudly shouting 100% natural, no added sugar, and packed with vitamins, which makes it feel like an undeniably healthy choice. But here is the critical and hidden truth. Drinking fruit juice is often no better than drinking soda when it comes to your waistline and your long-term metabolic health. The fundamental reason why is that juice systematically removes the very thing that makes whole fruit safe for your metabolism, the fiber. Fiber is the essential nutrient that slows down sugar absorption, keeps your blood glucose stable, and prevents insulin from spiking aggressively. Without it, that seemingly innocent glass of orange juice you thought was protecting your health is actually flooding your bloodstream with a massive rapid sugar surge. For women over 60, this is especially dangerous. Our aging bodies process glucose less efficiently, muscle tissue is reduced, and insulin sensitivity naturally begins to decline. The immediate, combined result is that fat storage, particularly around the midsection, increases rapidly. Statistics confirm the danger. A single 8-ounce serving of apple juice contains approximately 24 grams of sugar, the equivalent of 6 full teaspoons, and it offers almost zero satiety. You will still feel hungry moments later, but your blood sugar and insulin levels will already be soaring. Consider the case of Margaret, a 65-year-old retiree. She proudly told her doctor that she was careful to avoid soda and always drank her daily orange juice with breakfast. Yet, despite walking 3 times a week and diligently watching her meals, she kept gaining weight and her fasting blood sugar crept into the pre-diabetic range. She couldn't understand why she was struggling. When she finally took the step of cutting out all juice and switched exclusively to water and whole fruit, the changes were dramatic and rapid. Within 6 months, she lost 12 pounds, her stubborn belly fat visibly shrank, and her energy levels dramatically improved. Her story is far from unique. Thousands of women over 60 fall into this exact same nutritional trap every day. The solution is simple yet profoundly impactful. Swap all juice for plain water and whole fruits. A fresh orange contains natural fiber, fewer calories, and leaves you feeling genuinely full. A simple glass of water properly hydrates your cells, supports muscle metabolism, and protects your kidneys. And here is the most motivating part. This small single swap alone can save a senior woman over 25,000 calories a year, which is the equivalent of nearly 8 pounds of fat. If this revelation surprised you, prepare yourself for the #1 silent mistake. The one nearly every senior woman makes at night, often without even realizing it. And it can literally double your fat storage while you sleep. Chapter 7. Mistake. Number 1. The sedentary trap. This is the silent, pervasive trap that almost every senior woman falls into. Sitting for hours at a time. It might be the evening spent watching television, reading an engaging book, or simply scrolling on a tablet. It feels completely harmless, even restful, but medically, sitting still for long unbroken stretches is one of the most powerful and destructive triggers of weight gain and fat storage in women over 60. The reason is a fundamental breakdown of physiology. Your body is designed to move. When you sit still for more than 2 hours at a time, the muscle activity in your legs, your body's largest muscle group, drops dramatically. This immediate action lowers your calorie burn by up to 30% and simultaneously shuts down the essential enzymes that normally help to process fat and sugar circulating in your blood. The result of this process is simple but terrifyingly dangerous. Sugar spikes higher, fat stores faster, and circulation slows down, making it much easier for visceral fat to accumulate around your belly. Think about Linda, a 70-year-old who retired and began spending her afternoons watching 4 or 5 hours of television straight. She ate the same amount, sometimes even less, than she did when she was working, but her belly fat stubbornly continued to grow. Her doctor finally pinpointed the problem. It wasn't just her diet, it was her severely sedentary hours. Once Linda began setting a simple timer to stand up and walk around for 2 minutes every half hour, her waistline slowly but surely began to shrink, and she felt a noticeable surge of energy without changing any of her meals. The physiology clearly explains why, when muscles go still for too long, insulin sensitivity plummets, meaning your body can no longer handle blood sugar efficiently. The excess sugar in your bloodstream gets aggressively shuttled straight into your fat cells, especially those located around the abdomen. Simultaneously, as blood flow slows, fatty acids begin to build up in the bloodstream, raising cholesterol and increasing fat storage signals throughout the body. This is precisely why women over 60 who sit too much often notice both inexplicable belly fat and rising cholesterol levels together. It's not a coincidence. It is a direct cause and effect. The good news is that the solution is surprisingly simple to implement. Research shows that merely standing and walking for just 2 minutes every single half hour can reverse most of the damage caused by prolonged sitting. This small act immediately reactivates the enzymes that clear fat from your blood, wakes up your major muscles, and stabilizes your blood sugar. For senior women, this is not about hitting the gym for grueling hours. It is fundamentally about consistently breaking up the sitting time. Walk to the kitchen and back, stretch your arms above your head, or do a quick lap around the room. Small, consistent movements are all it takes to keep your metabolism active and prevent dangerous fat storage. If you want to stop the silent weight gain after 60, you must pay attention to your sitting hours. Yes, exercise matters, but what you do during the other 23 hours of your day is even more crucial. Staying sedentary for long, unbroken hours is the #1 mistake that fuels fat gain in senior women, but it is also the easiest one to fix if you simply choose to move a little more often. Chapter 8, Conclusion, Your Path to Metabolic Control. So, there you have it, the 6 silent mistakes that relentlessly creep up on women after 60. We've uncovered how skipping protein at breakfast slows your engine, why falling for low-fat traps introduces harmful sugar, the danger of not eating enough protein throughout the day, how overeating healthy, calorie-dense snacks can backfire, why sipping juices instead of water floods your system, and finally, how sitting still for long, sedentary hours is the most destructive trigger of all. Each of these mistakes may feel incredibly small and insignificant in isolation, but together they fully explain why so many senior women suddenly gain weight even when they genuinely believe they are doing everything right. These are not just frustrating cosmetic issues. These 6 mistakes actively fuel serious health conditions like sarcopenia, muscle loss, diabetes, heart disease, and ultimately the loss of independence. But here is the empowering takeaway. Every single mistake has a simple, proven fix. Choosing whole, sufficient proteins, embracing healthy, natural fats, mindfully portioning all snacks, hydrating consistently with water, and committing to moving every half hour can literally reset your long-slumbering metabolism. These life-changing adjustments don't just work to shrink your waistline, they also actively protect your heart, sharpen your brain, and preserve your vital freedom to live life on your own terms. Now we want to hear from you directly. Which of these 6 mistakes do you currently struggle with the most? And which one are you going to commit to fixing first, starting today? Drop your answer in the comments below. We'll be in there reading and replying because your story and commitment might be the exact spark another woman needs to fight back against this hidden weight gain. If this video has opened your eyes to these traps, don't let the information stop here. Hit the like button so the YouTube algorithm shows this vital warning to more women over 60. Share it with your friends or family members, because you never know who might be battling these exact silent mistakes right now. And most importantly, subscribe to our channel so you do not miss the next doctor-backed warning and strategy we uncover. Remember this vital truth: your body is not betraying you, it is merely responding to the choices you make. Fix these core mistakes, and you will take back complete control of your health, no matter your age. If you've experienced this yourself or have any additional tips to add to this conversation, let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching.